Hyperpo is pleased to present 40 Days 40 Fintechs, an initiative under its Include Everyone program, as it continues to lead the way in advocacy for the creation and dissemination of technology that enables financial inclusivity. The 40 Days 40 Fintechs is shining a spotlight on those that are breaking down digital barriers and bringing millions more on the continent into the transactional space and transforming their lives for the better.
EzyAgric is one of Uganda's largest agriculture technology companies, and we have been in existence since 2015. Our mission is to provide end-to-end solutions to farmers in the country, be it urban farmers, smallholder farmers, all the way to commercial farmers, so that they have a system and a digital solution that helps them carry out the planning, the extension services, the access to affordable credit, and linkages to markets, for example, when they want to sell their produce. Our primary product is a mobile app that is available on the Google Play Store. Anybody with a smartphone, an Android smartphone, can access it. You just go to Google and the Google Play Store and you search EzyAgric, and the first option that shows up should be the EzyAgric Farmer app. Now on that app, you just sign up with your phone number. You put in your phone number, get a code, and you have access to the EzyAgric system, and that is absolutely free. For people that do not have access to an Android device, you just go to www.ezyagric.com and you have access to our services. When you download the EzyAgric app, you can get access to agriculture inputs and services at the tap of your finger. With AgriShop, you have access to anything that you want for your farming experience, be it vaccines for your animals or pesticide or herbicide for your crops. With the services, you can request a vet visit, you can request soil testing, and you can request any other thing that you'd need for your crops or your animals through EzyAgric and through the AgriShop. As part of our value-added services, and to help farmers manage better their farming experience, we have the Farm Manager. Now there you have a records book that helps you keep track of your expenses and your income with your farm, and it also gives you a module that we call extension. So with extension services, you get agronomical information for any crop that you're growing and also for the animals that you're rearing on your farm, and this guides you step by step over the season as you take care of your farm. When it's time to harvest, we have something called the produce market. So a farmer with the EzyAgric app just has to take a picture of the crop that they have that is ready and put in the price and the number of kilos that they're selling, and they'll be able to get this information sent by our system to off-takers, as we call them, but these are just pretty much produce buyers who then can reach out to the farmer and purchase their harvest. So with those three different modules, we help the farmer make sure that they're taking proper care of their crops and expected harvest all the way to the time when they sell it to the off-taker or produce buyer. So this is what EzyAgric offers to the farmers, in addition to multiple things like you can get updates on the weather, you can get access to financial institutions that are giving you credit, and things like that. Since 2015, when EzyAgric started operations, we have impacted the lives of more than 300,000 farmers through our app and our app business. These farmers are interacting with us through the AgriShop, through projects that we have carried out with multiple organizations like USAID and TechnoServe and Go Uganda, and also through our produce market. Currently, we have year-on-year volumes for our AgriShop at around $2.5 million annually. And this is through the sale of inputs and services. In terms of produce, we have helped our off-takers or agribusinesses that buy produce to carry out every season more than $500 million worth of transactions. So this is in terms of produce that is being bought through our platform and with the help of our services. It will be interesting to note that EzyAgric's management team is actually 80% women, including the staff, I think. But one of the ways that we're impacting women is actually, if you look at the stats of our system, 80% of the merchants and people who interact with us on AgriShop, where, by the way, we have 10,000 monthly active users. So if I say 80%, I mean something like 800, right? 80% of the merchants that are working with us are actually women, and they are running women-owned businesses selling agro inputs to farmers in Uganda. And also 80% of the projects we are running have a women-based element in them. So more than 60% of the farmers we're working with are actually women who are running the farms and selling produce to us at the end of the day, or to the partners that we work with at the end of the day. So a very important tenet for EzyAgric is to make sure that we're serving the Ugandan population, which is of course, majority youth and women, but serving the Ugandan population and making sure that they are getting affordable inputs and then also access to genuine inputs without being lied to or deceived by fraudulent partners or players in the market. We have, over the years that we've been in operation, initiated an agent-based system where farmers in an area, usually we encourage a village or sub-county level, who do not have access to a smartphone, can work together with an agent who does. What this agent does is they get access to an app of ours that lets them register more than 100 farmers. And with these farmers, they can place an order for inputs, they can get access to farm records books, and also sell their produce individually through the agent's phone. So what the agent does is they're able to manage a group of farmers, and they help them get access to our services through the phone, even though they don't have a phone or have a phone in their household. Another way that we're working to get farmers in Uganda is through our partnership with Airtel. You're able to dial the QR code *163#, choose the crop of your choice that you're interested in, and then on a weekly basis get information from us on how to take care of your crops and any weather-based alerts that are important to you. And anytime that we have produce buyers that are partaking of that crop, we send you a message and you're able to know. Since the launch of this project, which has been maybe less than 6 months, we have had more than 30,000 subscribers all over Uganda who are accessing this information in different languages like Luganda, Runyachitara, and even Acholi. So we are very happy that farmers across the country, even those without access to smartphones, are still able to get access and enjoy EzyAgric as a platform. Another way that we're looking to make sure that farmers across the country are getting access to digital services and also digital payment services through EzyAgric is by making sure that our system is operator agnostic. What that means for me, at least as a person, is we can plug and play with any digital financial service provider. We are not tied to one party, and we don't have contracts to only work with one particular service provider, be it a telecom company or another, like for example, fintech that is offering maybe loans to farmers. We are able to integrate our APIs with any companies that have APIs that are accessible by our system. What that is helping us with is we're making sure that the farmer gets the best possible and most efficient solution available to them. Another way that we're making sure that our farmers get access to the best financial services is by making sure that all our digital payments are processed real time. What this means for us is all the payment third parties that we work with process the payment as soon as possible. That has been able to happen because, again, APIs. So our API directly plays into the APIs of our third-party providers, and that means when somebody on our system clicks pay, the transaction is initiated immediately. So that means for our farmers who are receiving mobile money payments, they get it within a minute. For our farmers who are getting bank payments, it's processed in less than 4 hours. And for our farmers who are paying directly to our system, when they initiate the payment on mobile money from their end, it reflects in our accounts books within 30 minutes. So that way, farmers and their interactions with us, at least on digital payments, is instantaneous and real time. As a player in the agriculture technology sector, one of the challenges we're facing is the uptake of digital solutions, but primarily digital payments by our customers, the farmers. So this is because it's still an issue countrywide. It's not just in agriculture. It's still an issue countrywide to be able to trust a company that is dealing with your money without you actually having the physical exchange of the currency. So that's a problem that we're trying to work on, and we are working with our partners on that. Another challenge that we're facing is interoperability of systems as a fintech player in the space as well. What that means for us is, yes, we are still agnostic. We don't actually engage in the financial management of people's money, but we use third parties that actually have the licenses to do this. So it's imperative that as the third parties and the fintechs that are operating in this space, we are able to interconnect, right? I think the word for it is interconnect. We're able to interconnect and exchange messages via technology that enable farmers to receive the money that they need, but then also for our organizations to send out the money to these farmers. So that's a significant issue that is being faced. Another problem that we're seeing as a player in the sector is the high cost of transactions when it comes to digital payments. So these are not only the regulatory costs, but then also the costs of plugging into different payment providers. That is, for example, the telecom companies and then also other fintechs that help process payments. So what happens is the cost of these transactions is then passed on to the farmer, and the cost of doing business digitally is that much harder for the farmer to overcome. As EzyAgric, we are glad to participate in 40 Days, 40 Fintechs, because it not only shines a light on us, but also shines a light on, in this case, 39 other fintech companies in the country that we can get to work with and build solutions that impact not only Ugandan farmers, but Ugandans at large, and make life easier for them. So this is an appeal to other fintechs. As you're participating, also watch the other videos and find out how you can make your system something that works not only for you and your partners right now, but also other providers in the market in Uganda that are willing to reach the ordinary Ugandan through digital solutions and digital payment solutions especially. You can find EzyAgric on the Google Play Store. Just go to the Google Play Store, search for EzyAgric, which is EzyAgric, and you can also find us on our website, www.EzyAgric.com.
40 Days 40 Fintechs is presented in prior partnership with Cross-Lake Technologies, Modus Box, Modular Foundation, and Level 1 Projects.